Hello, shalom, 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 shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to say call on Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rekakwadash, giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, my Father in heaven. Much love to much love to His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Shout out to the beautiful the Akim, the men that's in the Word. And they're not from a camp. They'll go out on the highways and byways, and they do everything in their power to show Yahweh Hashem Yahushai that they love Him and they fear Him to the best of their abilities. It ain't got to be all perfect, but they try. Much love to the beautiful Aqua, the beautiful women that's in the Word. It's not a lot of y'all, and whether you got a man or not, you still fear the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You listen and you learn in silence. Coming back at you with another episode through the power and spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai in the name of Yahweh Shai. And this is Blood Debt. Blood Debt. That's what I call it. Why? Because the white man owed Yahweh Hashem Yahushai a blood debt. He owed him a lot. And one of those things was a blood debt. I was watching a movie. Wait, get up these damn new streets, so it put me a whole lot closer to the street than I thought I would. So I was watching a movie, and it was about an elite, and this elite, he didn't want to be poor, and his wife was having kids, and he didn't want his wife to have babies and then for them to be poor and not be able to take care of them. So what he do is he gets into the occult, he gets into demonology, he gets into the spiritual world, and he runs into a spirit called Mammon, which is money, which is the actual demon in this world. But we all know Mammon simply means to serve money, and wealth. So like Yahweh Shai said, a man cannot serve two masters. Either he'll love the one or hate the other. Wait, that don't got nothing to do with it. But still, this is what it is. He contacts this spirit named Mammon, and in exchange for his soul on his 75th birthday, or I think 79th birthday, he will give him all the riches and the power to rule the world. But on his 79th birthday, the spirit will come to claim his soul. Now this movie, I forgot, it's called The Inheritance. Yeah. Now this movie wasn't all that, and it wasn't all spooky and scary like it was supposed to be. It was kind of low budget, but the story was creepy enough and more solid enough to get my attention. So instead, he realizes that he can't he don't want to give his soul in exchange for riches. So what he does is have all his kids come, his whole bloodline come and meet him, and he locks them in the house. Now unknowing, hold on. Now unknown to him, his husband is I think his third son is married to his third son is married to a black woman. So in the story, I should have said something. Forgive me, Yahweh. So in the story, they all come under one roof, and he locks them in. And he says the deal is, if he survives the night, he'll give them $2 billion, and they'll probably, I think, $2 billion each or whatever. But if he doesn't survive the night, he dies and he takes the money with him. So in the story, he locked everybody inside the house. He locks everybody inside the house, not knowing that the deal was rearranged about him and his spirit, that he would give his entire bloodline in exchange for his life and to keep the riches. So they made the deal, and he locked everybody inside along with the spirit. And the spirit kept killing them off one by one. And and the last person left was the couple, which is the white man married to the black woman. And then he kills his third son, shots him in the head. The black woman managed to get away, and mind you that the demon gave him on his birthday all the way till midnight, which is 12 o'clock, to kill his entire bloodline. So not knowing that to him that he thinking that he made her the last descendant, or not knowing to him she was pregnant with the last descendant of his family. So that ruined the whole entire deal with the spirit. She gets away, the fucking spirit kills him, and she has the last descendant in his stomach. Okay, so the story about this shit is that the deal, this is what the elites do, you know? This is what the elites are doing, and they do it with the Lord, you know? So now, and this one is a bigger scale, so, you know, the elites, they choose to, no, they made a covenant with death, which is, you know, the other side of the Lord is death. So they made a covenant with him, and in exchange he promised them to give them the world and the riches and all that's in it. But there's a deadline, and when it reaches that deadline, he would have to come and to collect from them. And a gang of debts that they owe the Lord throughout centuries and thousands and thousands and thousands of years of rulership is mount up to this one fat ass debt. And one of the main debts is a blood debt, a life for a life, you know, and one of them is a money debt, you know, all the money and all the wealth, they go broke, you know. What's another debt that these elites owe them? I don't know, but those two are the main two. You know, they owe Yahweh Shem Yahushai a lot more, but mainly it's the blood debt, a life for a life, you know, to sacrifice their whole entire bloodline, and for them to give their own lives when it's time comes. You know, so it says we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against rulers of darkness, against wickedness that dwell in high places. So what is that? So, you know, I'm pretty sure they understand that these spirits, they work for the Lord. So they're making all these backdoor deals, you know, with the Lord and with the spirits that God send them, and the spirits go back up and give the deals to Yahweh, and the Lord approve of them. They come back down, you know, approve of the deal and shit, and not knowing that all of these deals and everything that they got is they got to be met at some point. And you're talking about the bills that we worry about on a day-to-day basis. These elites, they worry about bigger bills, spiritual bills, shit that they trying to run away from. So now I can give a quick up-to-date report on what's happening right now. You know, Donald Trump had I think he sanctioned segregation laws, which is, I don't know, I'm not really worried about it, but I know that it's prophecy, because like Yahushua said, I did not come to bring peace, but I came to bring division, you know, separation, contending one against another, you know, people against people, you know, one realm against another, that kind of thing. But it's a separation that's going on with that the devil is trying to do, because a long time ago, the divide and conquer method was working, you know. They divide them and conquer, you know, so they put the white people against the black people in order to make more money, you know, to teach them about critical race theory, you know, I think it's called DEI, to make them feel like, okay, being black is to be a criminal, when the blacks are the original slaves. They're the ones that were captured, and the criminals are them. But they, you know, through the media and through the power of their governments, they persuaded them like, okay, they are taking your jobs. One day when they'll be free, they'll take over your cities, you know, and they have the power, you know, and you giving them the power by setting them free, you know. So over time, the whites, they was real racist towards the blacks, and did everything in their power to squander them and to step on them, while the elites made thousands. You know, the elites stayed in power after the Israelites was free in slavery, and not only that, you know, before when they was in slavery, I was listening to somebody that was like, most of the white people that couldn't afford slaves and couldn't afford land, they started working on the land for the elites. and they was making money like that, trying to feel like they were part of something when they was actually, they wasn't slaves in a sort of sense, but they was a part. They helped. They not no slaves. Okay, they was a part of the system. They helped the system what it is today. Now, for the segregation part, the segregation is no more, but the Civil Rights Act has been disturbed. It was no more. Civil Rights Act has been disturbed, and it's been broken, and now the segregation, they want to put it back in play. But the white people know that without the Israelites, without the Negroes, Mexicans, the Indians, the main leader that they focused on is Judah, which is the black people. Without them, there ain't gonna be no America. If there's segregation and they split, they know who got the actual power. The blacks got the actual power. But they want them, which is, I'm pretty sure that these lower level white people are aware that, right now, because right now everybody, all the white people talking about how the shadow government is controlling everything, and they manipulating their own people into believing that the niggas are the enemy. The Israelites are the enemy, I mean, as they should, that's prophecy, but deep down inside, the Israelites are not the enemy. Your own people are the enemy. And like it says in the Bible, it says, and the children shall complain of an ungodly father. So right now, they're starting to figure out that their forefathers, which are the elites today, are the devil. And they could give a fuck less about what happens to the rest of their children as long as they stay in power and they make this money and they keep controlling the world. They don't care about the lower level, and it's always been like that. So right now, the lower level Edomites, the white people, starting to realize, like, hey, wait a minute, with Donald Trump being in the office, I thought this was to our benefit, but actually he's working against us, because Donald Trump wasn't for the blacks, he wasn't for the whites, he was for the government, the shadow government. He was with the elites, and he's doing what they want, doing what's a part of their agenda, and he got paid millions and millions of dollars to stay in power, so he's doing what he's supposed to do to stay and out of trouble, to stay out the way, so right now, the way we have it, a lot of the white people is like, okay, so this guy isn't for us, so we got to get rid of him, we got to dethrone him, this ain't right, something wrong, he not abiding to what we do. He, even though we approve to him, he not setting the laws in place and stuff so we can get what we want. And now they're realizing, like, damn, wait a minute, these niggas was right the entire time. They was right the entire time. But now, because they feel like the benefits is being snatched away from them and things is getting worse, they feel like, oh, we can team up with the blacks and fight to get everything back in place and to get rid of the shadow government or whatever. But since the Israelites has been treated like shit all this time, and we know how kind they can be, they don't want to step in. So right now, the next subject, we got not just the blood debt, that's all together. The first subject was segregation, and the second subject is the Civil War that's coming, the race riots that's coming. So April 5th is supposed to be some sort of gigantic nationwide protest, and 2-3 million people are supposed to be joining in, and they want the Israelites, the niggas, to join in and to fight against the government and to beg and to force them to change the laws or to get Donald Trump out of office, because right now ain't nothing going well for the Edomites. Ain't nothing going well for them. And right now what's going on is that they spreading the news. The Israelites are spreading the news and telling all the black people not to join this battle. Don't join that fight because it's not our fight. And if you do join the fight, Donald Trump want to activate martial law and shut the whole entire nation down. And then the race wars will crack off through that, because nobody is going to listen to martial law when they come. The whole point of martial law is the sword of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai to come through the land and to destroy it, and to destroy all the rebels and destroy all the drug dealers and destroy all the gangbangers, all the wicked 2/3 of our people, because according to the Bible, Yahweh said, I will start with the house of Israel. We will be the first ones that the Lord will come to punish, and by all means, let's get this over with, because we the first ones. So if we the first, what's going to become of our enemy? Exactly. So right now, that's what's going on. The first thing to come is the sword, man. And the white man is realizing that, the elites is realizing that they well enough out of fucking time. They're running out of time because right now they losing power. Well, the elites is trying to keep their power, so they moving pieces around the board, and they moving around different strategies and setting everything up to go against the next rulers, because they know that the next rulers are not China or Russia. They know the next rulers is the Israelites. We are the next rulers of the world, So what's going on is that they gonna release martial law and get the wars cracking here, because they could really care less about the shit that's going on and out there in Israel, or the war that's going on between China. All that shit is an illusion to get at the children of Israel. So when the real war is going down, the genocide is actually going to start within. It's not going to start from the outside. It's going to come from within, all this tyranny and all this shit going on. So right now, we got our eyes locked on April 5th, and probably, and all the way on down, but mostly April 5th, because the rumor has it, if the Israelites go out to go protest with the white people, instead of them attacking the white people, they're going to attack the Israelites that's protesting. They're going to see them as a threat, release martial law, and start the killing, So that's what's going on. Like it said in Revelation, it said, woe to the inhabitants of the earth and the sea, for the devil have come down on you having great wrath, because he knows that he has a short time, and time is running out for this white man. He ain't got much time left. And the the elites know, okay, now we ready to make our move, and this is what the Lord has been looking forward to, and the Lord is going to allow them to slaughter. That's what's going to happen. He's going to allow them to punish us this one last time. So we're waiting on this big ass war to come, and this is what's going to happen. So what it say? Let me see. Allergies, man. No. God damn, what's in the air is bothering me. So this is what's going to happen to him. It says in Isaiah chapter 4, verse 15 through 17, it says, yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. So what it means is saying that these elites, they're going to go broke. That's what's going to happen to them. Okay. They're going to go broke. They're going to go so broke to the point to where they're going to go homeless, and they're not going to have no home. They're not going to have nothing, and this is prepared for the next life. And right now, like I said, Yahweh Shai is coming. He's bringing that spiritual world all together. He bringing the spiritual world together. So this blood debt is coming, and it's coming quickly. You know, the next world and the next life is coming quickly. You know, and this is what is frightening them. You know, and plus they losing control. They losing control of the image. You know, so right now, like I said, for the Freemasons, the best thing that they got is force. They got belief, they got love, and then they got force. Those are the tools that they use to manipulate and to control people. You know,